Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be replying to a comment that was left on one of my recent videos entitled r/Suicide Watch after the election. So in this video, I opened up a whole bunch of posts from the Suicide Watch subreddit where people were saying that they wanted to kill themselves because Trump won the election. And so I was poking fun at them. And if you think that's in bad taste, then that's perfectly fair. But just so you know, I was just joking around. And also, don't kill yourself because Trump won the election, because that's dumb. So here's that person's post. Time of death. Can you at least defend your claims to anyone that LGBTQ people's lives won't be directly impacted negatively by Trump's administration, or are just going to make fun of people who are marginalized over and over? So first of all, did I make any claims? I thought I was just reading Reddit posts. Second of all, by the way, I think you're missing a bunch of characters in LGBTQ. That's problematic, and I think you just committed 17 racisms. I won't tell, by the way, I promise. I'm pretty sure there's a question mark in there and also the percent sign, or is it an ampersand? I can never remember. Actually, I heard they're thinking about adding a character from the Wingdings font. Was that funny? I was trying to be funny. Thirdly, they probably will be directly impacted, but I would argue that it won't be impacted negatively. Right now, they're just living in a fantasy world where words like woman have no meaning anymore. When an anorexic person says they're fat, we don't give them liposuction. But when a man says they're a woman, we're supposed to just go along with it and give them surgery and drugs and new pronouns, and anyone who doesn't treat them like a woman is a transphobic bigot. Fourthly, I would say LGBTQ people aren't marginalized. They actually have more rights than the normal average people majority. Some places have laws against misgendering or deadnaming someone. These people can use whatever bathroom or locker room they want and can participate in female-only sports and activities just because they say they're a woman. Then they go on to say, I want to give charity to the people who voted for Trump. Okay, are we accepting donations? They go on to say, I myself wanted to kill myself. Don't kill yourself, by the way. Because I'm bisexual and my ability to get married to who I want to might be directly affected. I think that should be an A there instead of an E, along with other aspects of my life. So my response would be, why should you be able to marry whoever you want? I think some people have forgotten how our species was designed and functions. Whether we were created by God or aliens or evolved from a pile of slime, it doesn't matter. The way our species works is by a male and female having sex and creating a baby. That's the only reason our species has lasted this long and why any of us even exist right now. And no amount of tolerance, acceptance, and inclusion is going to change the nature of our species. So if you think about the nature of our species, if you're LGBTQ, then maybe you have a defect. Now, before you get all triggered, I think I'm defective too. I'm a normal straight male, but I have some personality traits that make it impossible to form relationships with the opposite sex. And so, in the big picture of humanity, if there were no LGBTQ people and other defectives like me, then literally nothing would change in society. Normal straight people would keep having sex and creating babies, and humanity will continue along like it always has since the dawn of time. We are irrelevant. We, the defectives. But what would happen if there were no normal straight people? Yeah, good luck with that. They go on to say, so on here, on an open modem of communication, cue dial-up modem sound effects, tell me and everyone with objective facts and logic why people shouldn't be afraid in disrepair. Or was people who voted for Trump just wanted to fuck over LGBTQ people, then laugh about it? I think part of it is that the normal average person majority has become sick and tired of all this LGBTQ nonsense. It never ends. People don't want to live in a society that says men can be women and men can get pregnant and men can menstruate. And people don't want to live in a society that permanently mutilates children with gender surgeries. People want to live in a society that values common sense, and some of that LGBTQ stuff conflicts with basic common sense and reality. When normal people are being told that it's okay for biological males to use women's washrooms and get undressed in front of girls in women's locker rooms and compete for first place in women's sports, they're not going to listen to you anymore because you sound insane. LGBTQ issues have just been getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and we're really sliding down that slippery slope. These issues aren't society's problem. If someone is gay, then that's their problem, not society's. If someone wants to change their gender, then that's their problem, not society's. If someone wants to force people to use different pronouns, then that's their problem, not society's. Just like how my lack of skill with the ladies is my problem, not society's. So this is the slippery slope I was talking about. As for same-sex marriage, I never had a problem with it for the longest time. If two guys or two girls wanted to get married, then what do I care? And this is a meme, but it also accurately shows what our society has devolved into. So these days, I feel like marriage should be reserved for a man and a woman. I don't care if people have same-sex relationships, but I feel like we need some basic rules to get society back on track. This person made another comment that I'll touch on briefly. I want to have an open dialogue about if people should be scared about Trump or if people are truly overblown the issues. I think if there's nothing to truly be afraid of, then it's considered derangement. If so, then it's justifiable fear. I want to hear from Trump supporters, from all of them in this comment section, why people shouldn't be afraid and that why you think you made the right choice for choosing Trump. I know the two big things for me, and I voted Kamala, is that Trump will likely fix the economy and stop the wars. I want people to not be afraid, but instead stand together as Americans and unify as one. If Time of Death wants, he can make a video on this matter, and I'm doing that right now. I've been wanting to have an open dialogue to people like myself who are afraid. And to that comment, I'll say, don't be afraid, be happy. Like I said in my other video, don't end your life because Trump is president. That's dumb. By the way, there were some other good comments as well. This person says, I'm not binary as well. I am hexadecimal. Very funny comment there. And this guy says, I lost it at Espixley. That was early on in the video. Someone misspelled especially, I think. But here I say, lol, nice. I lost it at 36 minutes. Now, I'm going to show you that spot in the video right now. I plan on sending it out via Snapchat because that's where all my friends are. I'll probably write a few special ones for really important people in my life. Everyone gets a dedicated suicide note. I just need to decide a date. Sorry, I just remembered a knock-knock joke. So I just wanted to say, I was not laughing at the person who wrote this. So the person was talking about creating like dedicated, personalized suicide notes to send to various friends and whatnot. And so I took that a step further and I said, you know, everyone gets a dedicated suicide note. And then I started reading the next line of the post. But as I was reading it, there were thoughts going into my head about people, about someone sitting down like at their kitchen table to write out all these personalized suicide notes, like as if they're writing out Christmas cards. And it's like Oprah Winfrey, like you get a suicide note, you get a suicide note, everyone gets a suicide note. And then these pictures just going through my mind, I couldn't contain my laughter and I just started laughing. But I just wanted to say I wasn't laughing at this person. I was laughing at what was going on in my head. So I hope you guys liked the video. And now I'm going to try out my new Elise Eklund impression. Bye.